Have you ever wondered who really owns the majority of the housing market? Who's pulling the strings behind the scenes, deciding the fate of millions of homes across America? Well, brace yourself because the truth might be more complex and stranger than you think. Imagine three giants. Not those from fairy tales or mythology, but corporate giants. Their names? BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. Together, these three behemoths control an astonishing amount of wealth. They own each other, forming a colossal entity that controls nearly 90% of the S&P. Yes, you heard that right, almost 90%. But here's where things get even more interesting. These giants aren't satisfied with just the stock market. No, they're setting their sights on a new prize: single-family homes in America. Why, you might ask? Well, the reasons are as diverse as they are troubling. For starters, housing has outpaced nearly everything else in terms of value. And in a world where money talks, this kind of growth is hard to ignore. But it's not just about the money, it's about control. By owning the majority of the housing market, these corporations can dictate the terms of the game. They can set the prices, they can decide who gets to buy and who doesn't, and they can shape the future of entire communities according to their whims and interests. And what about the people living in these homes? What about the families who have poured their hearts and souls into their properties, only to find out that they're just pawns in a much larger game? Unfortunately, for many, the dream of homeownership is becoming more elusive by the day. Now, this might sound like a dystopian novel or a conspiracy theory, but it's not. It's happening right here, right now, in our own backyard. And unless we take action, things are only going to get worse. So what can we do? The first step is awareness. Understand what's happening in the housing market. Don't just take our word for it, do your own research. Dig into the numbers, read the fine print, ask the tough questions. The second step is to spread the word. Tell your friends, your family, your neighbors. The more people know about this, the harder it will be for these corporations to continue their practices unchecked. And finally, we need to demand change. Write to your local representatives, get involved in community organizations. Support legislation that promotes transparency and fairness in the housing market. Remember, knowledge is power. And in this case, it could be the key to preserving the dream of homeownership for future generations. So let's not let these corporate giants win. Let's take back control of our homes and our future. Thank you for listening. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and most importantly, stay involved. Because together we can make a difference.